And welcome back, this is ballerscuba with more Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles. I'm joined as always by my talkative squad of Fiara, Shulk, and Sharla. Dunban, Ricky, Melia, and Ryan are along with us. When we last left off, we were going around all of Bionis in search of more affinity links. And we are going to continue doing that today. We are going to... I don't know why I went into the quest log. That is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go into the time here. We are going to go through Frontier Village to start because there's a lot to do here, and this was next on my list anyway. So we're going to try to talk to everybody here. If they have a name, I am going to talk to them. So that's not everybody, but still a lot of people. A lot of the Nopon around here have names. Lots of names that I don't necessarily remember all that well. Like Kokora here. Forgot that that was your name. So we got Popipo and Baroba here. I'm not sure I've talked to them before. But we get some more affinity links between the two of them. We'll check out those when we are all done. And by all done, I do mean all of Bionis. We're not talking about I'm not talking just about Frontier Village here. We're talking about everything, and eventually we will look at that, and we'll take a close look at that and compare it to what we could find over in the other playthrough. I might reload the saves to give, well, a little bit of a comparison. It's not going to be particularly easy to compare the two, but I'll at least give a quick comparison of them. We'll just kind of look over the charts, and if you want to take a look more in depth, you could probably just pause it, because I'm not sure I can remember everything that was different unless I just keep on going back and forth time and time again, and I don't think that's going to be fun for anybody. It's a tail out. Yeah, there we go. Like you're somewhere around here. Oh, your mom had shorter wings, did she? Just diluted high Entia blood then, isn't it? Either way, they thought that was a big deal, but turned out to be a bigger deal than they thought, and in the wrong direction. It turns out the pure-blooded ones had the problems, and the diluted blood, those lower class ones, they were the ones that were fine. Oh, irony. We are mostly done here. It's a lot easier outside than it is inside. Once you get inside, it is difficult to find anybody. Alright, so yeah, lots and lots of affinity links learned here in Frontier Village. I think it's because I didn't want to hang out here too much. I wanted to just move on. I wanted to get through it. Alright, so that is it here. Let's change it to... I guess we'll just keep going that way. 2,300 hours should be good enough. We can try to... how many? I forgot. About 20,000. Hooray. I got that question right. Anything else? Guess how many eyes prairie dragonflies have? Yeah, 20,000 is the correct answer. We saw that on the, well, on the description for them in the menu. That's where we saw that. We are going to finish all of this, though. Just hop down here. It's going to hurt a little bit. You can die in town in this game. That's still weird to me. But it makes sense. Like, the whole world is open to you, and that means open to your death as well. It's still a force of habit for me to pick up the collectibles. I really do not need them anymore. I've finished all the quests. I've done everything that I wanted to do. We're not even going to be doing another playthrough on this save file. We're not going to be doing another one at all. So what do I need the collectibles for? I don't need the achievements. I'm good. Nothing from you two? Alright, you guys are just talking about the quest that I did for you, which makes sense. It was a big deal for you. You became the biggest Nopon I've ever seen. I feel like that's a throwback to Xenogears. I don't want to necessarily spoil too much about it, but there was a character that would grow that these Nopon do remind me of. I try not to think about it too much still. More affinity links from Kalika too. And then, isn't like Nilo out here? Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna work on rebuilding the Imperial capital of Alchemoth, but there's not much we can do about that in this game. Maybe in a different game. I honestly don't know. Maybe in a different game. I haven't really seen anything of it. I will eventually get to it, I am sure. I do have X, but I don't have 2. I don't have Xenoblade 2 yet. I don't have a Switch yet. I barely got the Wii U. Too many consoles. Can't keep up. I haven't even really played that many games on the Wii, and I'm moving on to the Wii U pretty soon. Which actually reminds me of the project that I'll be doing. It's not a Wii U game, but I need to play it on the Wii U. There's a hint for you. But we'll get to that. Because this is probably going to be the last session of Xenoblade for a while. We're probably going to get through to the end of this. Talking to everybody and maybe taking on a couple more bosses, and then I have to do like quite a bit of off-screen work that I have not had time for. I didn't have any time to do any level grinding between these last 2 sessions, so we'll have to figure out well, what I can do in time. Alright, so it looks like we're done here. Let's head into the basement area. Into the underground store. You're here, but you don't have a name. I'm only interested in people with names right now. Like, Yusa and Toddy. Once again, I already have the achievement for this. This one is just for my own completionist sense. Well, mine, and I assume a couple other people that are looking forward to me finishing this off. Oh, right, that's Inpa. Toddy is out at night. Either way, we're gonna talk to everybody. Alright, I don't think anybody... Yeah, it's weird. The Nopon kitchen, there's more people at night. It's one of the few places where that happens. Most of the time it is much more crowded during the day. There's Tati. You're still, like, singing? We didn't get you out of that? Apparently did not get him out of that. You can actually kind of hear the singing. I don't think I've heard that before. Mostly because I'm talking all the time when I go through this area. It happens a lot. Where people go, that was really good music that you talked over the whole time. And I'm like, was it? Sounded nice. Didn't get too much of a sense of it though. And then I feel guilty. But we can't have too much silence when I'm playing. Goes against the rules. Looks like there was something there. Alright, and then Banna should be back here somewhere. Do I have to... No, Banna's gone, right? We got rid of Banna. He was the betrayer. Now he's on the hamster wheel forever. It's not a good fate. Doomed to just running in a circle over and over again on a big old treadmill. I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, whenever I went on one of those big wheels at like an amusement park or any sort of like fun house or something like that. Yeah, I tried to go as far up the side as I could. I didn't want to hang out in the middle. That's no fun. Alright. Seems to be it. I feel like I missed somebody here, though. During the day. Where's... Yeah, Rasha. That's who I missed. There we go. Almost lost out on some affinity there. Once again, I have no idea if I'll be able to get them all. All the affinity links. I'm going to try. But if I miss one, it's going to be really, really difficult for me to be able to tell. Simply because they don't put that kind of detail anywhere that I can find. They just go, this is what the affinity link can be. I'm like, but how do I know if I have a complete affinity chart? Well, you get an achievement. Well, I got that a long time ago. Alright, Manana finally does have her affinity link. She actually moved down here next to Puko. Such weird noises coming out of Puko. Let's go ahead and change the time to night so that we can talk to Medi. Yeah, Medi. Nothing new from Medi, but like I said, we've gotten so many links here. It's kind of crazy to me that I got the achievement as early as I did, considering how much I had missed. Alright, well, we'll go up this way because it's the way that I know. It doesn't really matter if I go day first or night first. Now this will lead me to the Pollen Orb Storehouse, which I often will get confused with Pollen Works, but this is just where they store it, it's not where they make the pollen. Alright, we're not going to have Banna on the treadmill here. Shouldn't there be somebody here? No, that was Go-Go? You moved? Alright, well, let's change the time then. Somebody was here during the night, but I guess not. Alright, we have Doba Doba. Just gonna hang out here even though you're retired, are you? Sure. Your replacement loves that. Alright, nothing there. And then once again, this person is gone. I have to assume that they were invited to Colony 6. Alright, we'll head up this way. Once again, it's the way that I know. To the middle housing level. I don't think there's too much going on here. I don't think anybody here has a name. I don't remember anybody at the middle housing level. We'll check at night though, just to be safe. Try to make sure I get everybody talked to. Alright, not seeing anybody here. So I guess we'll head up. Just keep on climbing. I don't remember anybody at the middle level. Alright, so we have Rono here. Ricky's son, who does not make the list on the affinity chart because Ricky's son does not have a name, just Ricky. Alright. Banna's here. Wants to eat caviar. That's nice. Never been a fan of caviar. I've only had it twice though, to be fair. Just felt like fish bubbles. Which is essentially what it is. It's just little hard bubbles and they pop in your mouth. I've always been told never to cook caviar, so don't know if you can necessarily change the flavor all that much on them. Alright, we'll head up here. See if I can find somebody near Ricky's house. Son and daughter. Daughter. We can find Oka, but I don't think Oka makes it to the affinity chart either. There's a lot of characters that don't make it there, even though we're kind of intimately familiar with them. Alright, we'll change it to night again. Once again, just a ton of kids for Ricky. And bringing Ricky along doesn't change anything. You don't get any special dialogue because Ricky's in front or anything like that. Not in this game. Once again, who knows what happens in the sequel? Well, lots of people know what happens in the sequel. A lot of people have played it, but I have not. So I don't know what happens in the sequel. Maybe Ricky's in it. Probably not. I don't know, though. Alright, more stuff from Modamo. Figured we had done everything with him to this point. Guess not, though. Alright, anybody out here? I don't think so. There usually isn't anybody out. Not anymore. Alright, we'll change it today. We'll have to make it a little bit earlier. Right, a little bit before noon. That way we can get everybody. Like Berry Jammy used to hang out here. She just likes the alleyways, doesn't she? That's kind of her thing. Alright, so here we can find Leku. There we go. That's the person I was thinking of. I don't know if I said the name because I was blanking on it. I'm like, I can't remember the name. Anything from you two? Alright, some more stuff for Kalaki there. Or was it? I think it was Kalaki. It's too late now to double check and guess. Alright, nothing from you guys. Should be something from Tuzu here. I haven't talked to you too much. Yeah, lots of affinity links between the Nopon that I missed. Nothing from Pachipa? Alright, let's make it night. We'll see what else I can do here. And we have you down there. Just people staring at her. How you doing, Lupa? Nothing really new there. Alright, so we'll keep climbing. This way. I don't think there's anybody out here either. Nobody in the just regular housing levels. Is there a lower housing level? There had to be, right? There's a middle and a high housing level. Right now here, there should be at least one person. At least if memory serves me correctly, which it sometimes does. Lollipop. That's who's here. Anything else? Yeah, Dunga is gone. Don't know if Dunga's coming back. Wait. Shouldn't there be somebody in one of those alleys at some point? Oh, this one up here. There we go. Peppa, that's the one. I was about to say, she reminds me a lot of Berry Jammy because they're both like being pretty, basically, so I get them confused. I get a lot of the Nopon confused. It's hard to see defining characteristics when they're that small. Racist as that may sound. It's true, like I can't see too distinctly between them, so I have a hard time telling the difference between them a lot of the time. Can't get a good look at them, so to speak. Just double checking, because sometimes people are out here, but not since we convinced them to jump. Which sounds so wrong to me. Anything here? There should be somebody here. Yeah. No. Inside, maybe? Nope, not inside. Maybe only during the day now. Because I know people move because I talk to them so much. Alright, so we have Pelu Pelu here. We got lots and lots of mist affinity here.